Guys, did you see the last episode? Did you see me catch Snorlax? Was it not awesome? It was awesome. I don't remember anything else we did that episode. If you missed an episode because you were just like, you know what? No, I'm tired of Silph stuff. I'll skip ahead. We're gonna fight about 500 people, so we don't fight our rival and stuff yet, because everybody's levels jumps up to 40-something. And we're not there yet. So we're gonna go down this route. We will probably go down the cycling road once we get down there, unless I think we're in a particularly good place to fight Koga. And yeah, that's just the plan. It might be an episode 2 if we're any out against trainers. So I gotta think of something interesting to talk about. I don't know. We bought a bike bag for my bicycle that doesn't have working tires, but I keep buying things for the bike, thinking that if I buy enough stuff for it, we'll get it fixed. I actually own 2 bikes right now. I don't know if I talked about it before. I got a bike when we lived down in Georgia still. I was like, awesome, we're gonna get this bike fixed up. You know, it just needs new tires, and I'll get to ride it, and it'll be a fun way to get exercise, and I can listen to podcasts, and riding a bike always seems to be like easier on the knees and stuff like that, and more fun. You got the nice little breeze. It's just a good setup. You know, I don't know why I idealize riding a bike, but I really like the idea of it. You know, maybe if I get to like where I'm good enough at riding my bike, I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna get me a little chain, I'm gonna ride down to the store, hook my bike up outside, run inside, maybe get me a drink or something like that, ride back. Have me a little backpack while I do this. Anyways, as of now, I just want a bike that functions. So, a couple months ago, which is a great place for the story to start, I was just walking around the neighborhood, and I don't know if anybody else has this weird paranoia. Probably not, because I don't know. I don't know how I make it out the door sometimes. The answer is I don't. Once upon a time, somebody told me that if you didn't have ID on you, the cops could just pick you up for vagrancy. So now I'm terrified that if I don't have my wallet on me, I'm gonna get arrested. Yeah, take that one. And this is something that somebody told me as an adult. Next time you're like, man, I'm being like really anxious, and I don't know, I feel like I'm in a bad state today. Just think back to that. If you're looking for something that little me believed for a long time and was terrified of, and that somewhat shaped my life, I have a very difficult time falling asleep sitting up because my mother told me that if you fall asleep in a chair, a vampire will come kill you. Which I later learned had to have been pulled from the original Dracula book. Because that's a scene that happens. He falls asleep in a chair and then he's like, oh, snap, sexy vampires. But then I sat there wondering if my mom actually read Dracula or if somebody told her that. Like, she's not around anymore, so I can't ask, so I just gotta dead stop it. Whether or not I think my mom read Dracula in high school. She read a lot of romance novels. But like, Dracula's a slow burn? And young mom doesn't sound like somebody that would have been like, yeah, I'm in for this book. Doesn't someone give me... Do you give me... Yeah, you give me. I'm sorry about your Pokemon. Thank you for Swift. Oh no, it's Return! That's still a really good move, but I thought it was Swift. Is it Swift in the original game? It had to be, because Return wasn't a thing in the original game. Sometimes they make changes like that, I'm like, I like the original trio better. But then there's so many things about, you know, the updates and things like that. I'm just like, you gotta take each one as it is. I've gotten so far off track about how I bought a bike. I think we're like 10 minutes off track of that, and we're only 5 minutes in, so I don't know how I pulled that one off. Also, we're gonna be healing a lot because we can only use Vine Whip 10 times. And I'm not made of ethers. Ether? Ether? I think it's ether. Brain. Brain sentence words. Right, so I was on a walk. I had my wallet because I'm paranoid. You know, and potentially rightfully so. I'm just kidding, there's no way I'm rightfully so. Okay, that's not me. That was select. Like 12 times. Y'all should make a Pokemon battle this stasis, so whether or not you get married. The stasis either. So I want to walk, and they do yard sales and stuff around here, which makes me unironically happy. I really enjoy a yard sale. I like walking through and looking at things. I always feel like I'm learning something about the people that live there. Sometimes there's really neat old stuff that they're like, oh, clearly nobody would ever want this. And I'm like, oh, I've been looking for one of those for like 7 years. I saw a post on the internet and was like, that's really cool. And then I could never find one. That has happened far too often. Anywho, but I haven't had the chance to go to a yard sale in a long time because when we were stationed on military bases, it was like a neighborhood setting. So, you know, every weekend, like, oh, this day of the weekend is yard sale day. And then when we lived in Georgia and stuff like that, and when I stayed with my grandmother in Florida even, it's like, we're not in a yard sale setting. Where am I gonna go to hit up a yard sale? I'd have to get in a vehicle and just... Oh, this is the super rod? I need no other rod. Yeah, Magikarp are awesome. You know I'm so gonna play with electric... Come back here! Why are you playing electricity right next to the water and you're running around? This is how people die horrifically. I've seen shows about your future terrible accident. You have self-destruct. I'm gonna go with acid and see how we do. Anywho, I'm walking around the neighborhood, there's a yard sale. I'm like, heck yeah, yard sale. You know, I got a little bit of money in my pocket, let's do this. You know, I was looking through, and there were a couple of things that's like, oh, make a suggestion, or blah blah blah. You know, they didn't really... Like, on books and stuff, they were like, this is how much I want for a book. And on everything else, it was like, hey, just make me an offer. And I'm like, do you want to offer, like, over a certain number, or around something? That's too vague of a sentence. Why did I know these days? Because magnitude is better, clearly. God, donuts, you never let me down, even though I'm constantly paranoid. You're level 34, look at you go. It was just like, make me an offer. So I didn't know how to go about it, and then finally, after way too much thinking, and probably looking like I was going to steal something, because I just live in a state where everybody thinks I'm trying to steal because I'm so awkward and I take so long to think about things. Have I mentioned I'm awkward? Anyway, finally went, has anybody made you an offer on the bike? And she's like, no. Somebody was thinking about it and said they'd come back with some money, but they didn't give me a number. And I was like, dang it! That would have been my in to knowing what she's looking for. So then I had to go, do you got a vague number in mind? Like, you looking for 30, or... Because 30 seems like how much somebody would charge for a bicycle that isn't dented to pieces. Of course, a lot of bikes go for $100, so I don't know. My original guess was going to be 50. I was like, maybe I'll say 30, and I'll get it to a number I'll think about. She's like, oh no, I was thinking like 10 or 5 or something like that. And I was like, well, I mean, I'll totally do 5. So I got this really nice old school bike for $5. And she told me where she got it, and she's like, yeah, this guy, I guess he just gets broken down bikes and stuff like that and fixes them up as like partially a hobby, and then if you bring your bike into him, he'll fix it up, and that's how he makes his main money. But that's how she got it for like 20. Oh, we got a flamethrower. None of this story matters. We have flamethrower. Do I just get rid of Ember? Yeah, we just get rid of Ember. It's fine. I want to keep Smokescreen forever. Metal Claw will probably go. Scratch is going to become Slash one day. Metal Claw might go for Wing Attack when we evolve. Yeah, but yeah. Got me a nice... I don't know the name of it. Don't ask. How dare you ask me the name of something I own. That was a nice old school bike. I know it's one of the brands is actually pretty good because I recognize the name. I know this because I used to go into stores and just be like, that's the kind of bike I want. It's a good brand, it's a good name, it's a good shape. I like the way the handles and the seat are set up because I want one of those. I don't want like a I'm racing or, you know, I'm gonna conquer this mountain bike. Why am I wasting time on Magic Park? Anyway, I want more of a, oh, I'm out for a lovely evening ride bike. Which is what this one was. So I was hyped. We're not in a new route, are we? I don't have a thingy. Why would I? Okay. Now we're in a new route. I was pretty sure we were still in Route 12, and that's where we got our beloved Nuzlockes. Cake's gonna wreck them all. I lost her. Anyways, so later, unbeknownst to me, when our neighbors were moving out, they just left a bike on this, like, out with some other things that... It was a weird situation. Her boyfriend lived with her for a while, and then he had, like, shared custody of the kids, and the ex-wife was like, hey, you gotta live closer to where we live and where the kids go to school. And he was like, I'm not gonna argue with you, so fine. I was like, man, you are still whipped despite not being married to her. But I also get doing things where, like, I would like to keep seeing my children, so fine, crazy person. Because if you have kids on the weekend, why does it matter if you have them close to where they go to school? Anywho, none of my business. I don't know. I've never had kids or divorce or any of that. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully... I wouldn't mind having kids. I'd like to not have the divorce. And if I have kids, I'm hoping they're chill. And by hoping, I mean I'm going to put in every ounce of effort that I can to having chill kids. Because somehow I turned out mostly okay, despite being mildly out of my mind. Like, I wasn't the kind of kid that just, okay, well there's a little car alarm in this building. My dad said I screeched like that once, and then I got scolded, and I never did it again, and I wasn't old enough to be making memories, so... It wasn't like, oh, I got yelled at one time, I'll never do this again. It was just like, oh, people don't like it when you do that. And nowadays people are like, honey, please don't do, like, it's a negotiation. I'm like, you're a parent. Be more authoritative. Tell me their request. Before you guys say I'm talking about my butt, I did help my grandmother raise a bunch of other people's kids. Because I was the oldest, and people kept leaving their children with her, and I don't know why. Because she was insane. But I think everyone turned out okay, except for me. See, I wasn't the one that had an older kid helping. There you go. Anyways, it is interesting, like... People complain about a generation, and then you look at the generation that raised them, and how things went, or, like... major historical things that happen, and just see like, okay, well this method kind of gets this, and this method gets that, and this one seemed like it was doing okay until that really catastrophic war happened, and okay. off track about bikes again. Also, do I feel like I need feather ties? Go roll. Anywho, he had to move out to, you know, appease the angry god that has input on his children. I don't know, she might have been a really nice lady, but he also seemed really nice, and it sounded like a ridiculous situation to me. Anywho, back to talking. But I guess he had left, like, some weights and a couple other things there when he moved out, including a bike. So when she moved, she just, like, left the bikes and weights there, like, hey, if you want these, come have them. And my dad's like, I'll pass on those weights, but that's my bike now. So now I have 2 bikes and neither of them work. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll find the bike guy and, like, give him... see if he'll take one bike in exchange for fixing up the other bike. And I was like, are we in a bike for bike? Do we need to keep our bikes because this is the bike economy that we live in? What's going on now? I thought about throwing soup out front and just cranking their level up. But then I thought about it for a millisecond, and almost all of Cycling Road is people with poison fighting type Pokemon. So really, the last Pokemon I want to throw out front is soup. And since Roll needs to handle the Psychics, and I would like them to have a higher level than the Psychics, this is what we're gonna do. I was real annoyed about that, and just as I was going to comment, the word Faint Attack fluttered through my mind, like a cherub onto my shoulder. I think cherubs are messengers, I don't know. I'm usually pretty good at mythology, but who cares, because your minimized doesn't matter to me. That was it, right? Cherubs were traditionally messengers? Man, I'm usually better at remembering something. Like, I have a terrible memory for most things, and then it's like, hey, who was it that so-and-so fought? I'm like, Baba Yaga. And he didn't fight her. She, like, tricked him, and then she told him, like, hey, you know, you're gonna go take care of these horses, and then animals helped the guy catch and deal with the horses, because they were magic horses that did whatever they felt like doing. And then, eventually they kind of, like, figured things out. And I think he had to maybe rob Baba Yaga. Now, there's a lot of versions of the stories. Don't... While we're looking at it, they're both 40. I want Screech. I know I've never used any of my song tags, but I like having Screech. Actually, when I go to take out that other Snorlax, I'll probably intimidate a couple of Screeches. Meow Pow. That's a really good idea now. Also, Screeches against, the Screeches just sounds like a great band name, and if it's not taken, I'm mad at the world. Screech would be pretty good. What is that noise? Is it a train or a car wreck? Train. It's far enough off that I can't tell if it's like honk, 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 or if it's train brrrr. These have been my imitations of the train in the car. Oh no. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Screech would be really good against Hypnos and stuff because they're super tanky. Hey, listen, we made money. My badges are too cool. We were playing a game, a Pokemon game specifically, and somebody just started vocally using like phone, just the way people type on their phones in general right nowadays. Like, you are number 2. See, winky emoji. Because you gotta have the winky emoji. It's funny, whenever I meet new people, I get super nervous and I type like an intelligent human being. It was like, here's full sentences and proper punctuation, and I made sure everything's spelled right. I need you to know that I am not a complete idiot. And the second we get comfortable and we're cool with each other, I'm about to be like, oh my gosh, look at the poppers! I can't. The second I'm comfortable with somebody, it's like, I've forgotten my English degree, let's go. That's the thing, I haven't forgotten my English degree, I'm just really comfortable talking that way. There's probably a study somebody could be like, oh, well, it's a sign of comfortability and trust and blah blah blah, and here's how the, you know, sort of side language evolved. But that's all the slang and shortening things and stuff like that is. Anyways, my degree was in writing, not linguistics, so I will not be writing that paper. But I'll read the heck out of it. Also, I've come to the point where I like saying heck more than I like saying the safe words instead of the word that's like, oh, that one's a cuss word. It's like, no, I just... Like, I feel like heck has a wider range of things that you can use it for. It makes everything seem like a mild inconvenience instead of like an end-of-the-world scenario. It's like, no, we've only got it turned up to about 7 max. We're not turning it up to 8 or 10. Also, when I do cuss, I always make it affectionate, so I just have this weird thing going on with language. I'll toss another potion on you. I very much like you guys level 35. Thank you. Oh, her cute Pokemon want to meet us. Hello, cute Pokemon. What cute Pokemon do you have? Oh, Pidgey's pretty cute. I took a drink and then I painted because I felt like I was gonna cough. So that's why I was very quiet for a few seconds. It's like, no, let's not do this. Also, why would you want to fight Salsa? Don't get me wrong, we ain't seen Salsa in a while. Salsa will give you a party. But I'm trying to get rolled to 35. I don't know if I go into the gyms at 35 if I'm gonna be 40 by the time I get to the leaders. It's a good place to be, in general, though. I think I'm gonna end up grinding levels up to 38. Also, this episode feels like it's been a lot longer than it is because I've just been fighting trainers the whole time. I can't comment. Oh, I could comment. I'd be like, okay, we are going to use, I don't know what attack we're using right now. Is it Bite? I think I accidentally used Bite on that Pidgey. We did use Bite on the Pidgey. We're swapping back to Payday. We should have a little bit of a stab bonus there. Points are scattered everywhere. We're doing pretty good. They have used a wing attack on us. I feel like I was just short of getting wing attack on Pidgeotto. That's fine. I think I might lose my mind if I ever watched a run that went like that. Now, if it was a speed run where it's like we're only fighting these 4 trainers as we go through, this Luchador bird is going to carry us hard. Like, that hearing a play-by-play is usually pretty interesting. You know what? Let's do it. Take that tree. Well, I thought it would have been cool to catch something, but you know. That be our life. So I'm trying to decide how to do the thing with the words. I got the S. Safari Zone. I was like, saffron? No. I'm trying to figure out how to do the Safari Zone. And I think what we're gonna do is instead of like first encounters all we get, it's going to be, I don't know why I said it like that. First Pokemon that we manage to catch is what we get. We can't run through them anything. Unless it's something we already, I don't know, maybe. There's not much in there that we already have. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do first thing that we managed to catch. But we can't go in there like 6 times. We get to go in there once. How many bird Pokemon are you trying to get fried today? Well, I guess it would be like... Would it be baked? It'd be over an open fire, and I don't know what style of cooking that counts as. Flame grilled. But I think you need a grill to grill. I should probably get sushi a level or 2. I feel real bad that sushi just never popped off. Like, Dragon Rage is good, I just wanted to have him get a second attack that was really good. They were very helpful to us in our younger days. I think that guy will have something for Donuts to fight. Do a moment organization. Don't have birds. He doesn't have birds, but he does have levitate. And self-destruct. Sushi can take it. Sushi kind of ended up our tank of a Pokemon. Which is cool and useful, but I wanted them to be like the murder fiend of I will destroy everything you've ever held dear. For them, it wasn't even a Tuesday because they weren't keeping track. Do you think it's because we named him after an edible fish thing? Do you think Sushi's just mad at us? Get in there, Sue. Gonna be level 25 maybe. That's a bummer. I think it's level 25 maybe Lapras. I might be mixing it up with another game. Okay, I hit B like 4 times, and then clicked A to see if everything was okay on the screen. But, you know. Really nice motorcycle. You must have gotten it here really carefully. It just looks too thin around here for him to be like, yeah, I'll just casually take this left and this right and this zigzag. Now I'm gonna sit here. I'm betting he's stuck. Also, remember to us, me specifically, buy antidotes. Oh, this is a new route? Sweet. And yes, I know that you can use Teams to teach good moves to Pokemon. I rarely do it because I'm lazy. What teams did you teach to your Pokemon? I'm asking him, but you guys can answer too. Go for it. What's your favorite TM? Swift is not an option. Mostly because I know Swift is great. You know what? Swift is great. Double Team might be extra useful though. I'm not sure if Double Team's my favorite or not. I've taught it to a lot of Pokemon. And, oh, what's the electric attack that you get from Watson? The one that doesn't miss, that electric attack? That's top tier. In that game, that might be my favorite, even though I've forgotten the name of it. Is it Shock Pulse? That can't be right. I think it might be Shock something, though. Anyways, the electric attack that doesn't miss anything, I like that attack. What's up? Actually, did Surge give that to us in this game? For a second I was like, I think he gave us Thunder Wave. I was like, no, I'm thinking of the lady that tries to teach us Thunder Wave, and we very politely walk away. Teach my Pokemon Thunder Wave. It's a decent attack, don't get me wrong, but I think the grass version of Let's Paralyze Everybody is more useful. Y'all have no experience here. Did you see how small that blip was? I don't think it was a full bar. Okay, it was like 2 bars, but it feels like nothing when you're that close to leveling. Oh, we have critical hit. That's cool. Okay, thank you. Just trying to level some Pokemon up over here. I always like Fearow. I don't know why. I guess I like birds that have things on their head. Yay! I mean, I guess that's 3 times what the others were giving me. I am not Googling Fire Red Gyarados. What are you talking about? Sapphire. Apparently we get Twister at a level? Hydro Pump at another level. And then it's nothing until, well, we get stuff, but it's basically waiting until Hyper Beam at 50 whatever. Did I fight that guy? Sir, have we had an encounter? No, we have not. Always goes with bird Pokemon. He's dedicated. Do you have that dedication? I unintentionally did, but I did not choose the bird life. The bird life chose me. Also, I don't know if a flying dragon counts as a bird, even though it's flying type. We never got like an alternate variation of Gyarados, like Alolan-this or Galar-this. Or maybe just like an offshoot of Magikarp. Sort of how they're like, here's Meowth, and here's another Meowth evolution. What do you guys think? And I'm like, oh, he's so angry little fucking look at him! I want to hug him for hours! Like, there's no sarcasm in that. He's great, and I named mine Lars Bjornsson. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why, because I panicked. I was like, Dad, what do I name a Viking cat? And he's like, Lars. And I was like, Lars? I was thinking Bjorn. He was like, no, Lars is a good Viking name. And then I wanted both, and then Dad was pushing real hard for Lars and saying why Bjorn wasn't a good name, and I was like, look, I'll compromise. We'll do Lars Bjornson. I don't think there's a space in there, if you're wondering. I don't know if Dragon counts as special or attack. I'm really hoping it counts as attack. Because Sushi is gonna be a fallback. It's not like, oh, we're done with you forever. Is there an item here too? Please? Alright, that's all I wanted to do. Jeepers. I want to bring back the word Jeepers. Maybe there's people out there that still say it, but... We're gonna make a move. This is our thing. Jeepers 2020. Are HMs really more common than TMs in the Pokemon world? Because... Huh. I never thought about it. Because, like, TMs are kind of a necessity to travel around and all that. Or HMs are. But, like, there's so many more There's so many more TMs, so I always thought that clearly in the Pokemon world, the TMs are more common. Now I'm thinking way too hard about that. It's okay, Sushi, we're gonna get you that level. Mostly because Donut cannot fight all these birds of fire, there's so many of you. They just all flocked to this area. In my head I was like, yeah, why are there so many? And I was like, we gotta make a pun. There's gotta be a bird pun, let's find it. And I found it. Was it a good one? Don't know. But it was an accurate one, so that's what I got. Alright. Does 40. Might make them flinch. Did we get rid of Tackle? I think I get rid of Bite. Because Bite's probably our weakest move. Hold on, Dad's got questions. I think he wants to call and talk about something. Maybe I'll call and see he's bringing home more tea. That's how you cheer me up. If I'm ever just outraged with you, if you bring me home a gallon of tea, I'm like good tea, don't skimp on it. But you bring home a gallon of tea? I'll just show up here. I know you're mad at me, but here's a gallon of tea. Alright, we're cool. Keep in mind the tea that I really like costs like $1 or something. You guys might have heard the water or the tea go back in. Yes, my leaf water. Get back into the cup right there because it splashed. I don't know why. Can't decide if I'm gonna rest for a while and then try to do another episode or two today, or if maybe I'll get down to Kogaline and call it a day. These are all excellent questions. None of which I'll answer until I see where I'm at in like 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. I decided when I started recording again that a half hour is just way too short. Why did I use flamethrower? The answer is because I'm not paying attention. You can answer it in the comments if you want. You're more than welcome to. But that is entirely the answer. Is there an item here? Okay, I'm going to double check that. Stop running into the trees. How many uses flamethrower? 0. I want to heal up and then we'll come back and fight that guy. That's right. I'm being clever because I have cut on me for once. Fight you so I never have to come back here again. I don't know why she's back here, away from all the other trainers. Did they bully you about having an adorable Pikachu? Because I get that. Come on. Magnitude's really good to us. I cannot wait for Earthquake because it's so much faster. Oh, she's got a Raichu. Look at them. They always look like they want to box you. Like it's a kangaroo with itty bitty arms. It's like, we're gonna fight. Let's go. Draw me a Raichu with boxing gloves on. Do it. Intimidated looking him. Why are there so many of you back here? I was gonna say intimidated or at least unsure about life looking Hitmonchan in the background for a bonus. Alright, we're gonna take care of all three of you. Trading Pokemon. It's cool and happening. I never do it unless it's Wonder Trade. Or unless my cousin's like, I really need this Pokemon. It's like, alright, dude, let's get it done. Wonder trading to get a full team and then just be like, this is how I'm going through this game is a good feeling though. I wonder if people still wonder trading like some more. Did I use frustration? Get out of here with that. And the metronomes. Yeah, you said trade, but you didn't offer me anything. So I'm pretty sure these two have fighting type Pokemon. I was gonna have Roll and Soup handle it, because they're the ones that I need at higher levels. But Roll's weak to fighting types. So I think we're just gonna have Soup and Donuts do it, and by Donuts, I mean Donuts is gonna use Dig while Soup destroys everything that you know and love. Oh, Hitmonchan, or not Hitmonchan, Soup! The Pokemon that I have, that I've been saying the name of forever, it would also hit them. Sorry guys, Hitmonlee is so much cooler. Like, which one would you not want to meet in a back alley? The answer is Hitmonlee, and that's why he went down first. Hello? Goodbye. Alright, well, Soup will never be touched again. I don't know why you thought you were gonna hit him. Donuts is faster than Soup. I guess that makes sense because you have to heat Soup up. Now, it's... with my Pokemon, it's... word sentences? I'm gonna forget that I haven't caught a Pokemon here, so let's just get this over with. I've met me. I know what's up. Okay, we get nothing. We get nothing, sir. Good day. We'll decimate that poor flower, though. Jeez, Donuts? We did level up, though, so that's nice. You see nothing. Thank you. We've got a tiny bit of time. So let's just do this. I think I mixed up like 4 words there. We're going to... Hi, Lapras! We're gonna heal Safari Zone. Get them gold teeth. Get us some surf. Get all the good stuff. And then we'll probably call it an episode by then. Yeah, we're gonna hit up the Mark too. Didn't want to go back up, thanks. It's Spoiler, guys, if you're pushing right and up at the same time for some weird reason, you're gonna go up. I tried soloing the game with a Chansey one time. Don't do that. Don't get me wrong, you can do it. But don't do that. Alright, 40 of those. $30 of those. 30 of those, although I actually want an antidote. Antidote's cheaper, which is why I want antidote. It is easier just to have like 500 full heals. You just levitating on the water there, my dude? Staring at its reflection with those little beady eyes. It shouldn't be funny. It's funny. I know the rules. Let's go. Alright, I haven't been here in a while, but I vaguely know the way through. So, I don't normally play the game with volume. I think I've mentioned this a few times. Didn't know this is the Savari Zone music. It's always a bird. It's always a bird. It's always a bird. Don't get me wrong though, I really like Doduo and Dodrio. Aside from legendaries, are we missing a flying type? I don't know what to name you. I'm looking around my room. All I'm seeing is Twizzlers. Not sponsored. It's not the letter I want. They're specifically Twizzlers pull and peel. You could have not bought a leaf stone? I'm a little mad about that. No, get away from me. Give me my item. It's another Dodo. Yeah, that was worth running over there for. That was definitely worth getting. Stop this. You would have been awesome to catch. Now that I think about it, I'd really like to do a run with, like, just Safari Zone Pokemon, or the Pokemon that don't get used too often. There's an item right there. It's okay. I'm gonna go up here. Like using Rhyhorn, or getting Execute early on, something like that. Even just the Pokemon that you... like, they only have one evolution. And they're all stone evolutions or something like that. So you've got to do about the first... it's not really the half, but... I'd say the first third of the game without evolving. And even then, like, with, Pokemon, like, Weeping Bell and stuff like that, it's really worth keeping them unevolved until, like, 55. The Nido family can evolve pretty early on and have a good time of it, though. Cool teeth here? Yeah! Item here? Ooh, it's double team. I wanted to go over one, but this is cool. Hi, yes, hello, give me surf, thank you. Is it really that hard to get back here? Is everybody just busy trying to catch a Kangaskhan? Alright, Dad wants me to pause. This might be the last episode of the day, okay? Oh, I can retire. Yes. I caught my one whole Pokemon. Thank you. It was a very fair share. Hi, Chansey. Bye, Chansey. I don't know why I said bye. You're still on the screen. Hi, Slowpoke. No, I want to go in this house. Please. Oh, who am I teaching strength to? He didn't clean them off or anything. They were sitting on the ground, guys. Who can learn strength? Let's start with that question. First of all, you're getting served. Goodbye, Water Pulse. I will miss you dearly. I will legitimately miss them. I like the attack Water Pulse. Surf is just insanely strong, though. And useful. Strength. That'd actually be a good attack for Sushi. Now, after Sushi moves along and we get Lapras, I don't know who's getting strength. I'm not giving it to our starter, and we're probably not going to pick up Fly. That'll probably just go on a random Pokemon we got. That's not in the team. Let me finish that sentence. I get so many goodies out of going into the Safari Zone. That's nice. Okay, Alright, well, I hit start, and I thought I hit the wrong button, so I hit another button, but it was still start. I don't want to go after Koga at level 36. I think we're gonna do the other road next time. Cycling road, specifically. You know, we got, like, 12 seconds. Oh, we got those other trainers. First I'm gonna go fight 2 bird trainers, though, because we'll do that, and the next time we'll go finish off the route that we were on. It says Turk, there's 2 other people. I had the sentence going. I lost it. I failed us all. Right, we'll go finish off that route, because we got a pretty good, like, 2 handfuls of trainers over there. I don't know how I'm measuring them. I guess in handfuls. That's what I went with. Then we'll go do Cycling Road. That shouldn't take a full episode. So if I don't think of something else to do, or I don't feel like I'm good to take down Koga, I will likely do my usual grind against the people at the top of Cycling Road and take out the other small guys. Sounds like a plan. Seems like a plan. Also, the reason why I got Salsa up front is because I just want Charizard. Why is he calling? Okay. I got this. Yeah, Dad, don't hang up. I'll finish in like 2 seconds. Bye. Okay, we're done with this trainer. I got this episode off so I can talk to my dad, who hung up anyways, but Salsa's evolving, so let's focus on that. Oh my goodness. This is the biggest mess of an ending. Okay. This Salsa's Charizard. Look at that body, he chunky Salsa. Okay, we're gonna learn Wing Attack. I have the giggles now and I don't want them. I'm pretty sure Charizard eventually gets Slash, right? I haven't lost my mind. We'll give her a scratch. I should not be in a situation where I need Metal Claw ever again, but we got it. Okay, I'm saving the game. I'll probably try to record more tomorrow. I can't promise you I won't sound rough. Yeah, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!